I was inspired to do this video after some of the events that happened to me last night, which I'll get to in a minute. The question is, why would you choose to be a pro and not an amateur? Now, the reason that we tend to be an amateur at things and just say we're happy with where we are, we don't need to grow, is really one of comfort. It's one of being the same with other people, not wanting to kind of raise out above the peer group that you're around, because there's all these unconscious fears that we have about being better than someone else. So let me go back to this story. So about 2 years ago, I decided, as I was going 10-pin bowling, once every 3 weeks on average, I thought, rather than me just shooting that ball straight, let's actually learn how to spin the ball like the professionals do. And rather than just turn up, have a bit of fun and be done with it, let's try and perfect our craft and learn it. And last night, it finally clicked. After 2 years of me practicing spinning that ball, every time I'd go, I would get a lower score than if I would just shoot the ball straight in the past. But last night was the night it all changed. It finally clicked. I finally got enough spin on that ball that the ball went beautifully straight and then curved in to the end, to the point where I got 4 strikes in a row and then a double strike in the same game. Actually, I got 8 strikes in total because I was playing a couple of other a spare player slot we had. So I actually had 5 in a row if you look at the shots we do, and then 3 in a row, which is amazing. And it was just beautiful to watch it all click into place. But it took 2 years of patience of shooting scores lower than I knew I was capable of if I just shot the ball straight, because I'd try to learn the spin and it would go off to one side too much, it would go in the gutter half the time and things like this. And most of the time we choose to play it small to be we're a little bit fearful about raising above our kind of peer group, as I've said. But all it's taken me to do that is literally watching a couple of little YouTube shorts. I had one lesson of 1 hour, and then it's just me practicing doing the same stuff anyway. So literally just watching a few little things online about how to try and spin the ball and trying to put them into practice. And that's it. And I've hit that 100-hour point now, which I've talked about in other videos, where you hit 100 hours of practice in something and you become better than 95% of other people in that thing. So if you're doing a sport, you're doing something, and you just turn up, have fun, and leave it at that, why not try and think of yourself as a professional rather than an amateur? Because the amateur will always stay the same. They never really strive to grow and improve. Your amateur is always stuck at that level because they treat themselves as an amateur, rather than thinking of yourself as you're a pro that's learning. So you're learning these techniques. Just think about it like Tiger Woods. He's playing a golf game with his buddies. Do you think that his buddies would be happier if he just played at a really shit low level so that they wouldn't outperform them? No, of course, they like to be around that guy. They love to be inspired by him and his shots that he makes. And this is the thing, being that professional, and when you do eventually get that 100 hours or more, even 1,000 hours, the people around you are going to be inspired. And often we have these fears about losing our peer group when we do that. If we raise ourselves too high, it works with our income levels as well. You'll find that your income is probably the group sum, the average of those around you that are in your friend group. Your experiences in life are probably on the same par. But when you start raising yourself up, you'll find that naturally what will happen is the people that are really inspired by you will stick with you, and those that aren't will gently fade away. Sometimes it can be a little bit dramatic, but you'll notice as well, as you improve yourself, people will be attracted towards you. You'll start to meet other people at a higher level and enjoy having fun with them as well, and that will inspire you even more. And it's not really just about, changing your friends or anything like that. It's setting a standard for yourself to be the person that's always going to grow. And that is the professional. The amateur is happy to stay where they are. So that's why you should be a professional at anything you do. Have a great day.